If you're a victim of police misconduct, there's a few things you should do right away. As soon as possible, write down a very detailed account of what happened with as much description as you can recall. Try to get the badge numbers, the names, and the actual physical descriptions of the officers involved. If you're physically injured by a police officer, it's really important that you get yourself to a doctor and document your injuries.
You know, if you're observing the police, there's some information you need to get so that the evidence you give is credible.
Always get the police car number. See if you can get the badge number.
You want to get the exact time that the incident happened, the exact location. You want to get the names and numbers of any witnesses to the incident.
And see if you can communicate without, being accused of any kind of disruption. And then also, if that person needs a witness as to what occurred, they've got one, they've got you.
Again, this information may seem unimportant initially, but it can be very important in upcoming action. A lot of times, your mere presence at a scene can really go a long ways towards making the police feel like they are now being held accountable for the way that they're interacting with an individual. An officer understands that when Cop Watch leaves a scene, they're going to bring that information back to the people, and that ultimately the voice of the people will be heard.
Guy's got a camera in my face?
Hypothetically, what could you do if you're driving through your neighborhood and you see what appears to be some police drama going on? They got somebody lined up against the wall or something like that. Well, first thing you could do is just pull over. Now, who got the camera? If you got the camera, well, hey, that's a great tool for police accountability, to just start filming what is going on. More important, if you don't have a camera, no problem. Simply by observing the police, this can play a very restraining function on how the police deal with so-called perpetrators or suspects.
I'm out here risking my life every day, and the last thing I need to do is worry about more people that might attack me. I don't know you.
We're not here to attack you.
I don't know that.
We've built a reputation with Cop Watch. Non-violent.
Non-violent.
Yep.
That's why you're burdening my safety situation.
Yeah, okay.
It's important to realize that the cops are very paranoid. They abuse people every day.
Hey, thank you. I thought you had a gun.
So it's really incumbent upon you to very carefully and slowly approach the scene, keeping your hands where people can see them.
When we walk up to a police officer, you don't want to come up from behind. Our goal is to document what's happening. It is not to interfere with a police officer. It's not to escalate tensions. In fact, we try to de-escalate tensions.
Partner, don't interfere with the investigation. I've explained that you need to stay out of the safety zone, which I'm trying to make right now. I have no problem with the videotaping.
Relax, man.
I'm explaining to you.
I'm a quick
young man.
Relax.
I'm explaining to you what I'm telling you to do.
Relax.
What I'm ordering you to do.
Relax, man. It's okay.
We are telling you when to relax, not you us.
If you see a situation occurring and there's some distance between you and the situation before you can get up in it, try to assess it as best as you can so that you can determine what's the best way to go about it, because each situation is going to be a little bit different.
Man, keep that camera on. Please keep that camera on, because I ain't get a sheet.
Right.
I just came from the mall. They got guns on my son.
How you approach that situation, your composure really matters. Use your head.
Stand on the sidewalk. Stand on the sidewalk. Stand on the sidewalk. Back up. Back up. You back up.
Back up now.
Hey, you back up.
Back up.
You know, you have to treat these cops, you know, a lot like a farm animal. You don't want to startle them. You don't want to scare them. You know, understanding that they're feeling tense and scared. And so through keeping our voice calm, through using body language that is non-threatening, we attempt to communicate to the person and to the officer that we're not there to create conflict.
Excuse me, you're in the middle of a police investigation. Go stand on the sidewalk. Go stand on the sidewalk.
Are you a citizen?
Yeah, I'm a citizen. Stay over here with everybody else.
It is true, however, that we will advocate for people's rights, and we will assert our understanding of the law and of our civil liberties.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes. Okay, just wanted to check. Thank you. In a situation where we perceive that the police officer is violating that person's rights.
Now, very often, you find yourself in a situation where you see an incident unfolding, and you walk over to observe, and the police tell you to very calmly say, "Officer, I have a right to observe. I am not in any way trying to hamper what you're doing," and take a step back and see if that calms them down a bit.
It's okay.
Okay, we'll take a step back. Thank you. That's all I'm asking. You can take all the pictures and all the video you want. I don't care. Just stay back.
What's up? I'm on cop watch, not with the police.
Yeah, make sure you film all of this. Straight harassment.
Now, you know, sometimes when you show your determination to observe, well, they'll call for backup.
Back it up. Too close. You are too close. Back up.
You have to be conscious of the fact that these people, they know nothing of what's actually going on or what may have happened. And they're trained to pretty much just respond in a defensive manner and place themselves between you and the officer. What's really important here is that you don't get excited and give them a reason to believe that you've been a problem.
Stay on the sidewalk. Stay on the sidewalk. If you come closer, you're going to jail. Okay? Stay there.
Be very careful with what you do.
And inform those officers that you are only observing, that you have a right to observe.
You're gonna go to jail here 1 minute.
Okay, I'm crossing the street.
Across the street.
Okay, I don't want to disturb you guys. I'm just here to observe.
It's really important not to avert your eyes as if you were didn't want to look at something shameful. It's really important to fix your gaze on what is happening, to remember, to see and to be seen by the person who, if you are not there, is alone, very often surrounded by hostile police.
You got me?
I got it.
You got me?
Yep.
You got me?
I got it.
Just pay attention to everything, how it goes down. Just keep a mental record of everything that's going down. So if you see violations occur, go ahead and take it through the process as far as filing complaints and things like that, regardless if the person asked you to or not. If the person is arrested, then it's going to be a matter of public record and you can get their name that way.
They arrested my man for nothing, you hear me? Nothing at all.
If they're not going to be arrested and let go, you can get their name afterwards, you know, and then hook them up on what their rights are if they don't know and what the process is and help them through that if they want to go through that.
When we cop watch, we like to go out with a partner. We need somebody to witness our witnessing of the police.
Time to go home, sir. Time to go home. Sir, time to go home.
One of you can spend your time actually watching the police interaction, and then the other person can go around and talk to witnesses, talk to people who are on the scene, and really get a good grasp of what happened right before you arrived and what the context is. And then you can get together and put all your information together and really understand what happened and what the best thing is to do next.
It is highly likely that police will seek to violate your rights when you're trying to cop watch. Don't worry.
Just stay back from where we're working.
You're fine.
Step back from where we're working, okay?
Okay, do whatever you please. Okay.
Don't interfere with the investigation.
Well, I'm telling you now for your tape, for your recording, because you're this close to interfering.
And here is where the question of organization comes in. Because the next time, if you show up with 3 people,